Alright guys, testing. Here we go. Here we go with Bo Knows Baseball. So we got our 1989 Kansas City Royals here at 10-9. This is game number 20 of the season. Second game of a 3-game series against the New York Yankees. Let's look at the lineups for today. We got some early morning baseball for all you fans out there. This is Luis Plania, left fielder. We have Steve Sachs, second baseman. Don Mattingly at first base. Steve Balboni, Steve Balboni, the DH. Don Slaught, the catcher. Rob Brower, right field. Mike Pagliarulo, third baseman. Alvaro Espinoza, shortstop. Roberto Kelly in center field. And Al Leiter, a lefty, on the hill today for the Yankees. Kansas City's lineup. Willie Wilson's back in the lineup today, center field. Kevin Steitzer at third base. George Brett at first. Bill Pacota's the DH today. Pat Tabler is in right field. Bo Jackson in the left. Bob Boone is the catcher. Frank White is the second baseman. Kurt Stillwell is the shortstop. And Kevin Apier, the righty, is on the hill for the Kansas City Royals. Let's look at Apier here. This is his first start of the season for us. In actual, he was 1-4 with a 9.14 ERA, 21 innings pitched, gave up 34 hits, 10 strikeouts, and 11 walks. So that doesn't bode well for Kansas City here in game number 2. I've had to make some adjustments to the lineup. These are historic lineups except for the left fielder for New York wasn't carded. The DH was someone on Kansas City who is currently injured because I had injuries turned on, so I've now turned injuries off so it doesn't screw up my lineups anymore. And the pitcher, again, was someone that was injured for Kansas City. So I put in Apier as the pitcher today. So let's get things going here. We're at Kauffman Stadium. +1 to strikeouts, -1 to walks, and -2 for home runs. Let's get the game on the way here. Early morning baseball. It's not even 11 o'clock here Eastern Standard Time, but they got an early pitch today here. Let's get things rolling here. Kevin Apier, 3-2. He gives up the home run check right down the middle on the first pitch of the game, but swinging and fouling it off just barely is Luis Plania. 6-1. He's going to hit a ground ball back to Apier. Apier scoops it, picks it up, throws it to Brett. One away. Steve Sachs. This is his first start against the Kansas City Royals for 6. And another home run check. Fortunately, though, it's just a walk. Wow. We're going to try a pickoff. No, we're not, because he doesn't have any pickoff rating, so no need to roll there. Don Mattingly's up. We got a 5-5 and back-to-back walks. Nope. Okay, good. 3-6. That's going to be ground ball hit to White. White throws it over. Nope. Bobbles it. Cannot get it over. Advancing on its stacks. Slides into second safe and out at first. They're going to try for the old steal here with 2 outs for Steve Sachs. Would they do that with 2 outs at the top of the first? No, I think we'll play it safe. Scoreless ball game at this point. There's no need to put any pressure on him. And trying to put down the bunt, but striking out on it as he fouls the bunt off. Steve Balboni. So it wouldn't have mattered if they put the bunt down or not. And getting out of the first inning is Kevin Apier. So that's a good sign, even though he almost gave up several home runs. Let's get Al Leiter, his first chance to play against the Royals. He was 1-2 with a .567, 33 innings pitched. Gave up 32 hits, 26 strikeouts, 23 walks. So we got some pitchers here that could give up some runs, so it could be an interesting outcome to this one here. Bottom of the first, 3-4. Willie Wilson back in the lineup today, the switch hitter. He's going to hit a ground ball to Espinoza. Espinoza, easy play over to Manningley. One away. Kevin Steitzer, batting .250 on the season for us. And Steitzer is going to walk against the lefty. So go to first. I got George Brett up, and we're going to put the hit and run on, it looks like. We're going to try that. And George Brett waits on the pitch. Here it comes, and swing. Nope. No swing and a miss. 3-4. That's going to be a fly ball hit to Brower in right field. That's going to be two-way. Here comes the DH today, Bill Pacoda. And a 2-3, and another walk issued by Al Leiter on 4 straight pitches there, and that's going to put runners at first and second for Pat Tabler. So both pitchers a little shaky here in the first inning. 6-1, and he's going to get Tabler to strike out on a very questionable inside pitch there. The home plate umpire calls him out on strikes, and after one inning, lots of action going on the base paths with lots of walks so far, but still scoreless here at Kauffman Stadium. Don Slott steps up to the plate. His first appearance against Kansas City. 6-5 and no hit by pitch. Kevin Napier is -10 to whatever their normal rating is. So say he had a 5 rating. He gets a -10. It takes it down to 0, so no chance of getting hit by a pitch. 6-4. That's going to be a ground ball hit to Steitzer. Steitzer makes a good play as he barehands that one and throws to Brett, one away. Rob Brower, his first appearance against Kansas City. The Yankees shuffling their lineup today here, and we got a Kauffman Stadium check. 1-2, and that's going to result in a rare play. Let's check out what the rare play is. So the second baseman goes in the hole to make the play, and Hurts' arm on throw resolved play as a G4 range play. Check for injury, which I said we had injuries turned off because I don't want the game altering my lineups any more than it's already screwed me. So I've turned off injuries, so there will be no injuries. But he does make the range play, and that's going to be a great defensive play there by White at second base to get that second out of the inning. Probably save the base hit there. Mike Pagliarulo batting .333, 2-2, and that is a Kauffman Stadium check once again. And we got Clinton Parks in the house. He's cheering for the Royals this time. I'd rather eat sushi than support the awesome New York Yankees. Well, he didn't use the word awesome New York Yankees. I had to ad-lib there. Being a Boston fan. And this one's going out here. Mike Pagliarulo drives one deep, but Kelly's there to make the play. I'm sorry, not Kelly. That would be Willie Wilson, of course. So we're going into the bottom of the second inning. Here's Bo Jackson's first at bat against the Yankees today. So far, he's played 19 games. He's had 73 at bats, 13 runs, 15 RBIs, 5 home runs, 3 stolen bases, and batting .274. So he could make it to the All-Star game this year if he continues his hot streak. Let's see. Al Leiter against Bo Jackson. 5-3, and that is going to be a strikeout against Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson did lead the league in 1989 in strikeouts as well. So it's great to see Clinton Parks in the chat. Hopefully he is doing well today. You guys should check out Clinton Parks' YouTube channel. He does an awesome job, does some great sports simulations, and does a great job of really calling the action on the field. Much better job than I do, I will tell you that. I've been trying to listen to him and watching him and listening to him because some of the terminology he uses and some of the results of the plays on the field are just awesome. So yes, I'm ripping off Clinton Parks. I'm going to use some of his phrases, some of his terminology and everything, and besides, he's my baseball expert. He'll come and tell me if I'm doing something wrong or if I don't know somebody's name or whatever. Al Leiter against Bob Boone, 6-1, No strikeout this time for Bob Boone. So you guys should check out Clinton Parks. And we got a single. First hit of the ball game is Pagliarulo cannot make the play. Bob Boone gets to first base. That brings up the 8-hitter, Frank White, batting only 193 on the season. They want us to sacrifice? With one out in the bottom of the second, I refuse to listen to your advice. 5-3. No strikeout. Frank White waits on a pitch. Here it comes, and another shot down the line Pagliarulo can't get. Stopping at second is going to be Bob Boone. So runners at first and second now with Kurt Stillwell, one of the hot hitters for Kansas City, batting .317 in the season. Let's take a look. This is his 13th game. He's had 41 plate appearances, 3 runs, 4 RBIs, 1 home run, 3 stolen bases. So we can get Kurt Stillwell going here. That would be great, especially now in the bottom of the second with only 1 out. Clinton Parks says, screwing with your lineup, shenanigans by the game. How quaint, says Clinton Parks. Yes. Yeah, so I turned off injuries because they were, the rare plays are a lot of times it results in injuries, and then when I go to do the lineups, the players won't be there, and I've got to use players that weren't actually in the game, and so I just turned off the injuries just to keep things so I can do the lineups as they were in the game. So Kansas City's got something going here. The home crowd's on their feet waiting for the pitch. Here it comes. Al Leiter, Kurt Stillwell. 3-6, and we got a Kauffman Stadium check. This could be good for Stillwell. He's hit 1 home run in the season. Can it be number 2? 2-5. Nope. Got all excited. He hit a ground ball to Espinoza. Espinoza turns, throws it to Sachs. Sachs over to Mattingly, and we have a ground ball double play, and that's going to end the inning. Stillwell throws his helmet on the ground in disgust as he gives up the double play. Al Leiter gets a big high five from the catcher as they head to the dugout. So we're going into the top of the 3rd inning. We got another pitching performance, which is a little weird here since both of these pitchers, Al Leiter and Kevin Appier, have very high ERAs. Kevin Appier is in the 9.14 category. So I was expecting a little bit more fireworks today, but so far it's been a good pitching matchup. And Kevin Appier with the swing and a miss on Espinoza. And that's a strikeout. That's number 2 for Appier. Roberto Kelly batting 333. Sorry. And Apier's got his groove going here as he's hitting the corners now. Another swing and a miss by Yankee. And that brings up the top of the lineup. Polonia 0 for 1 on the day. Kevin Appier up to 3 strikeouts now. And we have our first error check of the game. Possibility. 4-3. This is going to be to Stillwell. 1-8 will be an error. And a 6 is an error. So Stillwell picks it up, throws it wide of first. And it is a 1-base error. So on base will be Luis Polonia. That brings up Steve Sachs, 0 for 1. I'm sorry, he's 0 for 0 with 1 walk, 3-5. Another error check. 4-1. This is going to go to Bo Jackson. Can Jackson make the play? He's on the run. He's trying to reach it and makes the play. No problem. And gets us out of the inning. So go into the bottom of the 3rd inning. Still scoreless here. In fact, the New York Yankees have failed to register a hit yet. So no runs, no hits, 1 error on the top of the 3rd, but no runs across. Brings up the top of the lineup for the Royals. It is Willie Wilson's 0 for 1. Home run check, and the home run check does fall in there. We need a 1 or 2, so we've got a 10% chance Willie Wilson can break the score. Here it goes. And no, sir. 4-3, but he does get a single into center field as Kelly can't reach it. Hits the wall, bounces back. Kelly, quick, turns around, throws it to Sachs, and holds him to a single. I bring up Kevin Steitzer. They want to do the sacrifice again, but Bottom of 3, no score, no outs. No, I'm gonna forgo that. As the manager, I would not call the sack. And good thing Steitzer fouls that pitch off, gets another one, 6-5. Uh-oh. Fly ball to Brower in right field. Brower takes a few steps to his left, makes the catch. That's going to be out number 1. Brings up George Brett. His average has been fluctuating between 200 and 215, 220. He can't get above that 220 mark. He needs to have a good hitting day one of these days. Would be nice. 2-6. George Brett, the lefty. 6-2. He's going to have a liner right at Mattingly. Uh-oh, this could be a double play here. And, 6, no double play. So 1-4 would have been a double play there. As he hit it to the first baseman, if there's a guy on first, 1-4 picks him off. If there was a guy in second on a 5, nothing on a 6. So fortunately for us, no double play. But that brings up the second out of the inning for Bill Pecota, the DH today. 4-1 and no strikeout for Pecota. 3-4, and that's going to be a ground ball to Espinoza. Throws it to Sachs' second, gets the out in time, and that's going to end it for 3 innings here at Kauffman Stadium. We're going into the top of the 4th inning. Lots of goose eggs on the board for the Yankees so far. Don Mattingly, 62. We got a range play here. 4-6. That's going to be to Jackson. Jackson's only a 1-2, which I still think is 2 is below average. For Bo Jackson, who had the number 1 rating in power and speed combination in 1989, I'm not sure a 2 is realistic, but it could just be I'm a favorite of Bo Jackson. But let's see if Jackson can make the play. And look at that diving, sliding stop out there in left field. Bo Jackson makes another highlight play. You're going to see that one on ESPN all week. Probably play of the week there as Bo Jackson makes a diving stab. Lays out for that one, gets up, the crowd goes crazy. Another great play by Bo Jackson. Keeping a goose egg on the board for the Yankees. 1-2. And another strikeout by Apier. That's his 4th of the day with only 1 walk. I probably shouldn't say that because that is the curse of death when the commentators always say that. And there it is, just like I said. Apier gives up the single right away. So they finally on the board. No hitter. There will be no hitter for Kevin Apier today as he gives up the single to Don Slott. 6-3. And in fact, he's run into some trouble here with 2 outs in the 4th as he walks Rob Brower. That brings up Mike Pagliarulo. Lefty on lefty matchup here. 2 on, 2 out. 1-1, and another single, and coming in to score is going to be Don Slott. Advancing on the single is Rob Brower. And runners on the corners, and just like that, the Yankees break through. I knew I shouldn't have said anything about goose eggs on the board, because look at that. They got their first hit. Now they got 2 of them. Now they got a run. And Apier's run into trouble here in the top of the 4th inning. 2-1. No strikeout there for Espinoza. 3-6, and he'll get out of the inning as Jackson waits on the ball to fall and comes down in his glove, and they do got it out of the inning, but 1 run and 2 hits. The Yankees bats come alive here in the top of the 4th, and they take a 1-0 lead. That brings up Pat Tabler, the right fielder, 0 for 1 with a strikeout on the day. 5-5, and look at that, 13 hit by pitch. Al Leiter is actually a +10. So that hit by pitch is a good option for us, as a lot of players will get hit by the pitch today with the +10 rating. I don't know. I think that's the maximum you can actually have. I believe that's the highest I've ever seen. Well, runner at first. Bo Jackson up. I don't think we're going to be butting with Bo Jackson. Let's see what Bo can do. And he's hit it. Possible error check. 5-2, and against the lefty, that's going to be a triple. That's in the corner between Kelly and Brower. Brower fumbles with the Jackson takes around second, heading to third. Here comes the throw. It's wide of third, and Bo Jackson's in with the triple. Oh, no error. Okay, that's right. I'm like, why didn't he show up on third? There we go, and Bo Jackson, just like that. That's his, I'm thinking his second or third triple of the season. I'll have to check his stat line afterwards, but Bo Jackson once again comes through for Kansas City and ties this ball game up here in the bottom of the fourth. Still nobody out. Bo Jackson at third. Here comes Bob Boone, batting .368, 1-5, and Bob Boone is going to walk. We got runners on the corners, and Al Leiter's run into trouble here in the bottom of the fourth. It was just a matter of time before these pitchers exploded on themselves with their ERAs the way they are. 5-2, and that's going to be a fly ball. Is it deep enough? Brower camps under it. No error on the check. And Bo Jackson takes off and scores on the play. In fact, it looks like Bob Boone and even he's got a base for running of 1. It does show. Not sure if he advances on that or not. So I'm just going to leave him at first. That's fine. So 1 away, runner at first still. Kurt Stillwell. They're going to put on the hit and run, and I'll agree with that. So Kurt Stillwell, the .310 average, doesn't strike out a whole bunch. Let's see. I had to say that, didn't I? Oh, just about struck out. 6-3, and against the lefty, that's another triple. So 2 triples given up by Leiter here in the bottom of the fourth inning, and the fast Kansas City runners advancing on the play. Another run comes in, and still only 1 out. Runner at third. They have a meeting on the mound. Al Leiter looks like he's checking. You have to put Jackson back. Why would I put Jackson back? It was a sacrifice fly. And it was the rating was fine. It was a 1, so he advanced on the run, on the sacrifice fly. Yeah. So what was I saying here? So what happened? Willie Wilson. Oh, they're having a meeting on the mound. That's right, because Apier's given up a little bit here. 1 run, or 2 runs, 3 runs in already. I guess they'll leave Leiter out there to see if they can do something against Willie Wilson. Actually, I'm going to re-roll because I want to be able to play my infield in. So I'm going to just disregard. It doesn't matter because I'm going to redo this. So I'm just going to undo whatever. We'll just pop fly. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. All right. Now let's undo that. Yes, I want to undo that. All right. Take it back. There we go. All right. So I want to play the infield in. Try to get that runner out. There is 1 out. So now we'll redo that. 1-5. That is going to be a walk possibility. Nope. Willie Wilson waits on a better pitch. 3-6. That's going to be into left field. Polonia. Fly rule. Runner on third. Less than 2 outs. Roll of 1d6 or less than the sacrifice rating of the batter. Oh, yeah. I should have checked on here, actually. You're right. I was looking at the base running. I think that's what couldn't mark. Yes. If less than the sacrifice rating of. Okay. So Clinton Parks was right. You are absolutely. See, that's why I love my man Clinton Parks, man. He keeps me on track. You're right. I should have checked the sacrifice. When Bo Jackson was on third and that was a sacrifice fly, I was looking at the base running as opposed to the sacrifice fly for the hitter. So that's right. But it wouldn't have mattered because they would have still scored on the triple hit anyway. So that one didn't really matter. And since I caught this one, I don't have to undo anything. So runner is going to score on the deep fly ball caught in left field there. So 4 runs across for Kansas City. 2-way now here in the bottom of the 4th. 5-1 and a walk. That brings up George Brett. They're going to try to get through George Brett. If you can't get through George Brett, it might be an early day here for Al Leiter. 4-4. We have a range play here. Can the defense get that last out of the inning? And it's going to Kelly, who only has 1 or 2. It's a 5. He failed it. And a 6 means it's a double. So a double for Kevin Steitzer in the gap. And coming around all the way to score from first is Kevin Steitzer. And George Brett finally gets a hit. It's been a couple games, and that's going to be it for Al Leiter. His day is done, my friends. His day is going to be done as he's given up a bunch of runs here. And I know all my Boston fans on my channel are just loving to see the fact that the Yankees are getting pummeled here. Yeah, Clinton Parks, yeah, he says it's okay, he would have scored on the triple anyways, right. Let's see, New York. Okay. Let's see, we got a bunch of righties coming up. So Leiter, we're going to replace Leiter with Lance McCullers. So Lance McCullers is coming in to take over here in the bottom of the 4th inning. He was 4-3 with 3 saves on the season, 4.57 ERA, 84 innings. Gave up 83 hits, 82 strikeouts, and only 33 walks. Let's see if he can get things settled down for the Yankees. Plenty of time here for the New York Yankees to come back. Clinton Parks, of course, rooting on the Royals here, as he hates the Yankees. Another range play. So where it's hit, let's find out. Bill Pagoda. Let's see if he can find a hole. It's going to Kelly in center field again. It will be a single unless Kelly can rob him. 1 or 2, it's a rob, and it's once again it's a 6. So the single falls in. The 6-1 combo. So you're going to roll on the 6 chart. We roll 1. The 1 is lead runner advances. Ball cut off, and the trailing runner is thrown out. So George Brett's going to score on the throw home. It's cut off by McCullers, who throws it to Espinoza, and caught on the play. That would be thrown out. Is forced. No, it doesn't matter. Anyway, they got the out. But 6 runs, 4 hits, no errors, and what got it all started? That's right, our main man, Bo Jackson, with the triple. Let's see if Kevin Appier can keep the door shut on the Yankees here. Let's see what happens here in the top of the 5th, 5-4. Kauffman Stadium check here. 5-4, that's going to be a ground ball hit to Brett. Brett makes a good play at first base. That brings up the top of the lineup. Luis Polonia, 0 for 2, a range play. It's going to find out. 6-6, that's going to be down to Brett. Brett does not have very good range either. Can George Brett keep the Kansas City defense going? They've had a really couple good games. We have had really good lucky rolls on our ranges and our error throws. Let's see if we can keep that going. Nope, not this time, as George Brett cannot make the play, and it goes into right field. On board is going to be Luis Polonia with the hit. That brings up Steve Sachs. Steve Sachs. 1-3, wild pitch, and that's going to be a pass ball, actually, as Boone lets it get by him. Oh, nope, it's going to be a repitch. Love to see that. Repitch, foul ball. They said it went off his bat, 5-3. And that is going to fall into our S1 category. That's going to be an automatic single. And going to third is going to be Polonia. And all of a sudden, Napier's got some trouble here in the top of the 5th. 1 out, runners at the corners. Defense will play it back. They'll trade the run for an out. And Kevin Apier is now looking to be tired. Uh-oh. No home run check. Wow, look at that. 1-16 and a 19 was rolled. And that was a good chance for Don Mattingly to get the Yankees right back into it. But the dice said, hell no. Hell no, as it's hit to Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson climbs up the wall, reaches over the top of the wall with his glove, pulls that back, and robs him of a home run. Bo Jackson coming through today. 6. Sacrifice fly. Check the second die roll on the 6 chart. Lead runner thrown out. Lead runner is thrown out. Bo Jackson. What? No. Really? He missed the home run check. Right. Just barely. And he got the fly ball to Bo Jackson, who makes the play. And now on the runner advancement, 6. So you roll the second die and you roll on the 6 chart. So first runner advancement die. Lead runner thrown out. But if the trailing runner, base runner, no adjustments is greater or equal to the roll, then he advances on the throw. Are you kidding me? Are you just freaking kidding me? Did I just see what I thought I just see? Bo Jackson just robbed a home run and throws out the guy trying to score? Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? That is going to be another ESPN highlight play there from Bo Jackson. Defense coming through for the Royals. Holy crap. I don't believe it, ladies and gentlemen. I can't believe what I have just seen. Yep, thrown out at home. Stacks moves to second, but it was the third out, so didn't matter. I cannot believe what Bo Jackson just did, my friends. That is amazing. Whew. And, that keeps the run off the board and keeps it a 6-1 score here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Wow. Bo Jackson once again comes through for the Royals. 2-2. Pat Tabler with the strikeout. Lance McCullers with his first strikeout. Here he is, man of the hour, 1 for 2 with a triple, a strikeout, scored a run, RBI, got the offense going last inning, made 2, not 1, but 2 great defensive plays so far in the outfield, and thrown out a runner trying to tag up from third base. What else can he do today? 6-4. Well, he can strike out, but that's okay. He's had a full day. He's umped up from throwing out that runner. And, well, Lance McCullers comes out and says, you know what? I'm going to just strike out the side, and you guys can all just have a seat. Wow, Lance McCullers throwing some darts out there. So we're in the top of the 6, and with the 6-1 lead, it's got 3 righties, then a lefty. I guess they're going to leave Apier in, even though he is getting to his weak point, 4-5. Let's see, unless he gives up a single. Yeah, that's it. All right. I was going to take him out. Probably should have. We're going to bring in our good friend here, Tom Gordon. Tom Gordon actually came in and pitched this game, so it's not because I like Tom Gordon that we keep putting him in. It's just the Kansas City Royals used him a lot here in the beginning of the season. So runner at first, nobody out, 2-2. We got a range play. Let's see, where's it going? 6-3. That's going to be to Wilson. Can Wilson rob him? Can he rob him? He robs him. That was going to fall in for a base hit, but Willie Wilson, I keep thinking Kevin Wilson, Willie Wilson dives in there and takes a single away. So once again, Kansas City's defense has come to play today at the ballpark. Wow. 4-2 up, and Gordon with the wild pitch there.
It says E1 now, and the pumps, the heater's off.
Just, it's off?
Uh-huh.
It just auto shut down?
Yeah.
Turn it back on and see what happens.
That's what I wanted to.
I I believe you.
I know.
Oh, I do. All right, one out here. Runners at first and second. Mike Pagliarulo, who's 1 for 2 today. 3-4. That's going to be a fly ball to Tabler out in right field. And no advancement as Steve Balboni does not take off. Tabler does have a +1 rating. Doesn't have the strongest arm. Espinoza 1-5. And Espinoza is going to strike out. And Tom Gordon comes in, gives up a hit, but keeps the Yankees off the board. And we go to the bottom of the sixth. 6-1 Kansas City. That brings up Frank White, second baseman. 2-1, and he strikes out. So McCullers has come in and faced off against five people, and he's struck out 4 of them. Wow, Lance McCullers. Oof. Oh my God, another strikeout. He struck out the side last time, and he's got the first 2 in this inning. Willie Wilson, 5-5, and Willie Wilson won't get fooled by his curveball. Willie Wilson waits on the pitch. Here it comes. 2-6 against the righty is going to be a fly ball to Kelly in center. And the Royals go down 1-2-3. Tom Gordon comes out here in the top of the 7th. Roberto Kelly 0 for 2 on the day. And Tom Gordon's starting to throw nice here as he gets him on that fastball. 96 miles an hour on the outside corner. Great pitch there by Tom Gordon. Go to the top of the lineup. 1 for 3, Luis Polania. 5-6. Oops. Nope. I did not. I meant this one. And that was not a walk. 5-4. It's a ground ball hit to second, 2-way here. Tom Gordon coming in and pitching some good ball here. And this time he gives up the walk. Don Mattingly last time was completely robbed by Bo Jackson in left field on probably the defensive play of the year. It was a home run, stealing catch, and a throw out at the plate. That's how good it was. No strikeout for Mattingly. 5-4 against the righty is going to be ground ball hit to Brett, and another 1-2-3 inning. Well, they're going to leave Lance McCullers out there until he becomes weak. Kevin Steitzer 0 for 1 with 2 walks on the day. And no home runs against right-handers. Steitzer 2-6. That's going to be a fly ball. Hit to center field. 1 away. So McCullers has come in and shut down the Kansas City offense, who was on a roll. George Brett last time with the big hit. And George Brett once again, nice job, gets a single into left field. So 1 on, 1 out. And George Brett's going to try for the steal here. And it is a stolen base by George Brett. Good job. So getting on second with 1 out for Bill Pecota. 3-6. And they walk Pecota to set up that double play. Now McCullers is in trouble. I think he's run out of gas, so they're going to pull him. They got 4 righties coming up. They're going to bring in Eric Plunk. Eric Plunk is coming into the game. Let's take a look at Eric. He was 8-6, 1 save, 3.28, 104 innings pitched. 82 hits, 85 strikeouts, 62 walks. Excuse me, guys. I was losing my voice yesterday. It sounds like it's coming back already. So 2 on here, 1 out for Pat Tabler, 3-6. And he's going to walk the bases loaded for our man Bo Jackson. 1 for 3, a triple, 2 strikeouts, a run scored, and 1 RBIs. Big opportunity for Bo Jackson's bat to do something again today. 1-4 error possibility on a throw. 41, nope, it's going to be hit to center field. It's going back. Kelly on the warning track. And not deep enough for the sacrifice fly. If roll is less than or equal to the on base run, he's a 2, 3, so no advancement. Was not hit very deep by Jackson, so 2 outs there. Bo Jackson takes the bat and slams it over his knee. Holy cow! Just broke that bat in half. We are going to try a pickoff here. Whoa. That is a 1. That is a balk. So trying to get the pickoff there at third, and he balks, and that's going to advance all of the runners. Argues with the third base umpire there who called the balk. And just like that, another run across for Kansas City. 2-6. Uh-oh, we got a range play at the ballpark here for Bob Boone, batting .362. 6-3, and that is a question mark 7 in the left field at 20, though. 20 is going to be a fly ball hit down the line, way in the corner. Polonia on the run, makes a good diving stab. And it's off his glove. He did not make the catch as a double falls in. Off his glove. I thought he had it there, but it came out at the last second. And 2 more runs are going to score. Bob Pacoda and Pat Tabler, 1-2 right in there. And the lead goes to 9-1. And Polonia thought he had it as well, but at the last second, the ball just squirts out of the glove. Another couple runs, and they're going to try another pickoff. All right, let's see what happens. 6 this time. Oh, they got the pickoff. This time, our friend out there, Bob Boone, at second base, got picked off. So good move there by Eric Plunk. Almost with the balk again. That would have been interesting. But 3 runs on 2 hits and no errors. We go into the top of the 8th inning, and the Royals have broken this one open here. 9-1 in the top of the 8th inning. Tom Gordon comes back out. 2-4. Error possibility. 42. That's going to be to Wilson. No error check needed. Due up. Don Slott. 5-4. Another error check. 63. And that's going to be hit to Wilson. No error. I'm sorry, there is an error on Wilson as he takes a bad angle to it. It's going to be a 1 base error and getting to second before Wilson can get the ball back in. So 1 away there. Bad play by Wilson there. Tried to track that one down. Bob Brower over 164, and that's going to be a ground ball hit to White. Advancing out at first. So 2-way here, runner at third. Mike Pagliarulo, 1 for 3, and he's going to walk, put runners at the corners. Top 8, yeah, I think they're going to take out Tom Gordon, who's a little tired now. Tom Gordon's day is done. You're going to be bringing in Steve Farr. Steve Farr comes in. Runners at the corners, 2 outs here. They don't want the Yankees to feel like they have any life going into the 9th inning. But we have a Kauffman Stadium check. This could be trouble. Nope. Hit to Stillwell. Stillwell picks it up, tosses it over to the second baseman, Frank White, and they make the play just in time at second base and get out of the inning. So go to the bottom of the 8th inning. No runs, and 1 hit and 1 error. Yankees are up to 6 hits now, but they've left 10 men on base. These 10 men, Eric Plunk, he'll continue to pitch. 3-3, and this could be trouble. Let's see. Nope, this one's hit at Espinoza. 1 away. Kurt Stillwell, shortstop. 3-6. He walks him, and that'll be it for Plunk. Eric's Plunk's day is done. I think we're going to bring in Dave Righetti. Dave Righetti's coming in. Let's try to get these last 2 outs. 2-3, and that's a good strikeout by Rigetti. Kevin Steitzer, 0 for 2 on the day. And no home run check against righties. 1-4. That's going to be ground ball right back to Rigetti. And that's going to get him on the inning. So go into the top of the ninth. Roberto Kelly, 0 for 3 on the day. 2-4. And he's not tired, so that's a blank. And a fly ball hit to Wilson in center field. The crowd's starting to stand up on their feet and cheer on the Royals here. And another strikeout, and the crowd goes crazy. Down to the last out here are the Yankees. Steve Sachs, 1 for 2 with 2 walks on the day. And Steve Sachs will not go quietly into the night. He's got himself a double into left field as Jackson can't track that one down. That was well hit by Steve Sachs, one of the very good players for the Yankees. Don Mattingly following him up here down to their last out, but the Yankees do not go quietly. They struggle and fight. A back-to-back doubles here as Steve Farr checking the ball as they toss it back in, and Steve Balboni, and he is going to strike out the end of the game. And that's it. The Kansas City Royals defeat the New York Yankees 9-2 here at Kauffman Stadium. Kansas City wins. Kansas City wins, my friends. We'll be checking out the stat line here. All right, save those game stats first. Make sure we don't lose it. All right, let's check out these game stats here. Let's pull this up a little bit. So the Yankees ended up getting 8 hits. They are off to a very slow start, but 1 by Polonia, 2 by Sachs, 1 by Mattingly, 1 by Balboni, 2 by Slot, and 1 by Pagliarulo. They ended up getting 5 walks, 8 strikeouts. They had 2 doubles, 1 by Sachs and 1 by Mattingly. They're in the 9th inning. No triples, no home runs. For Kansas City, they had 9 hits, but they made them all count. Willie Wilson with 1, George Brett with 1, Bill Picotta with 1, Bo Jackson with 1, Bob Boone with 2, Frank White with 1, Steve Silwell with 1. They only had they had 2 doubles, 1 by George Brett, 1 by Bob Boone. They had 2 triples, 1 by Bo Jackson, 1 by Kurt Stillwell. They had 7 walks, 8 strikeouts, 1 stolen base. They had 2 sacrifice flies, 1 hit by pitch, 1 double play, and 2 errors, 1 by Willie Wilson and 1 by Kurt Stillwell. There you go, my friend. So with the win, Kevin Napier improves to 1-0 in the season for Kansas City. He gave up only 1 run in 5 innings. Not bad performance. He had 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. Al Leiter did not have as good a day. He takes the loss, drops to 0-1. He gave up 6 hits, all of them earned. Gave up 4 walks, only 2 strikeouts. Lance McCullers was the pitcher of the day for the Yankees. He came in and pitched 2 2/3 innings. So he faced, that would be 6, 7, 8. He faced 8 batters. 5 of the 8 batters he struck out, and 1 of them he walked. So hardly any of them actually made it into the field. But he did give up 2 runs on 2 hits. So I guess the strikeouts didn't really help much for him. Sorry, maybe he wasn't the pitcher for the Yankees. But I don't know if there was any stopping the Kansas City's offense today, as they were doing everything right. And let's face it, Bo Jackson, MVP of the day, 2 great defensive plays, the triple to get things rolling in a 1-1 game that got Kansas City those, what was it? How many runs was it in the 4th inning there? It was 6 runs in the 4th inning. All started by Bo Jackson and his triple. So no home runs on the day. Kansas City improves to 11-9. The Yankees go to 0-2 against the Royals this season. We have a final score of 9-2. Thanks, everyone. Thanks to Quentin Parks. Bo knows baseball. Bo knows how to beat the Yankees as Kansas City has taken the first two games of this season series. They got one more to play here later on against the Yankees. That'll be the third game of the series. And there you go. That's it for today. At least for now, we'll probably be back on later on to do some more Bo Knows Baseball. Thanks to Quentin Parks for showing up, guys. Be sure to check out his channel. Awesome sports channel, awesome guy. Does really good calls. Just I love listening to him. He really brings some good flavor and some good inspiration. So if you want to check out some good sports action, check out Clinton Parks' channel on YouTube. You can link to it from my channel because I'm a subscriber. If I'm a subscriber, you should be too. If you guys haven't check out my channel update video. Make sure you check that out because we got a very special event coming up. I know Quentin Parks is already signed up for it, so look forward to having our special event next week. So thanks everyone for showing up today. Thanks for viewing us, and we'll see you guys next time.